Good morning, guys. Good morning. This is Food by Faith Garden to Table, and welcome. So, if you are new here, my name is Shaka Faith Thompson. I am a Zone 8A Georgia gardener. And, guys, I am here shelling Jamaican sorrel seeds. So one of my Jamaican friends, Susan, she grew sorrel last year and she gave me a lot of the pods because she wasn't going to have as much space to grow this year as she did last season. So she gave me a lot of the seeds. And so what I'm going to do is bless a lot of you at the Soul Family Expo with these seeds. So they will be at my table. I will be handing them out. And of course, I will have my hibiscus tea. Last year we ran out. So this year I decided to do it this way, the same way that I do it at the farmers markets. And so it makes it a little bit easier. But guys, I wanted to bring you along so you can check this out. So this is how tiny the Jamaican sorrel seeds are. Sorry about my gardener's hands. But whenever you open the seed pod, so you can see it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cells here. And in each one of those cells, there will be seeds. If you can see. So this is 4 of the cells. Actually, so it's each on each side of each cell. So if you look on that side and then that side, you'll see that there will be seeds on each side. And she gave me these early in the season. They were still moist. So what I did was I placed them in a brown paper bag, just a regular Dollar Tree brown paper bag, or any paper bag that you get from the grocery store. And then I just placed them in my pantry and I left them there because I knew at that time they could not be planted. So it was a great time for her to bless me with them, because then I had time to let them dry out and I didn't have to worry about rushing or anything like that. And so as I was going through the other day, you know that I was talking to Sherry from Black's Tropical, and I sent a few things to be placed in the Soul Family bags and things like that. And I was like, oh, but I can have some giveaways at my table as well. And so what I did was I remembered that I had all of these sorrel seeds. So because 1 or 2 seeds makes quite a large plant, one person does not need this many seeds unless they are having a whole farm. So because I'm growing this specifically for me and a few friends, I do not need to have this many seeds. And I actually already plucked a bunch of them out and saved them in my tea bags, if you can see. But what I'm going to do is individually pack them up so that they can be giveaways at my table. And I also will have some Food by Faith Garden to Table bags that will be given out with purchase, as well as some t-shirts. You know, my saying that I love to say to you guys, get up, get out, and grow something. So I will have those shirts available at the Soul Family Expo. But guys, what I really came on to talk about was come and hang out with us. Come to the Children's Museum, support the Savannah Children's Museum. Come and see all the different activities that's going to be happening. Last year when we had it, Black Tropical brought rabbits, there were chickens. Best Yet Journey, Lydia from Best Yet Journey, she had us all on the train, and Dell was telling stories, and then we had Time to Grow, and oh my gosh, they had an amazing setup of microgreens. So they had sunflower microgreens and some different herbs, and then we had our Georgia Suburban Homestead. They were there last year, and they had all of these abnormal, or I won't say abnormal, but they had all these different types of peppers that they had starts for. Some of the hottest peppers, and they were telling you about the peppers, teaching you about the peppers, and then you could also make a purchase, which is always great. Having somebody educate you on something that you are learning how to grow. Black Tropical, of course, had pineapple plants and different tropical items, teaching you and showing you. And then they had their Soil Family shirts for sale, as well as Hoeing Ain't Easy. And then we had an amazing time with Lion Crest. He, we call him Professor Q. He gave out some amazing information. So I'm just waiting to see how it goes this year, because last year it was absolutely amazing. Everybody was on the same level. There weren't, we didn't have anybody attempt to upstage anyone else. It was just an amazing time to be had, drama-free, everybody teaching and learning about gardening. And we had some amazing kids come through. So that was really fun. And, a lot of them had never seen the seedlings. A lot of them had no idea about microgreens, and just showing them at my booth the different things that you could make tea out of, and it tastes good. It doesn't taste like medicine. Because a lot of times, like I know a lot of my gardening family, they make teas out of almost any herb. And I don't like tea that tastes like medicine. And so I am very particular on what I make teas out of. And so my butterfly pea flower did very well last year, but I'm looking forward to what it's going to do this year, because I have a different area that I'm going to be planting it in, and I'm actually going to do 4 pots worth. Last year I did 2, and one was a bit more successful than the other. But this year I'm going to do 4, and I'm going to do the Lavender Queen, the Thai Blue Butterfly, as well as the White Queen. So we're going to see what those turn out to be. And of course, I'll be making teas out of those. And when I make tea out of the butterfly pea flower, I tend to do the same thing that I would with the hibiscus. But if you add citrus to it, then it turns purple rather than blue. And last year I added lavender to it, and I made lavender tea with it. So this year what I'm going to do, instead of making lavender tea with the Thai double blue butterfly one, I'm going to, if I can get the Lavender Queen to germinate, then I'm going to make the tea out of that one. So stay tuned. I have the seeds soaking, and let me show you. So I germinated the other seeds in my arrow garden, but because I emptied it out of the mint that was in there. If you watch some of my old videos, you'll see that I had mint that was doing the takeover. I transplanted that out into a pot all by itself, and so I'm going to put some other things in there. And so here is where I have the butterfly pea, and the seed packet from Baker Creek. It asks you to soak the seeds for 24 hours, and that will help with the germination rate. And I did that before and it worked. There are some people who they were able to plant theirs directly into the ground and they germinated with no problem. Mine worked this way last year, and so I'm going to do it again this year, and I'll be placing those in the pot today. So later on this afternoon, when I get done with some other things that I have to do, or when I get done from the food pantry, then that is what I will be doing. I'm waiting on a delivery to come in because I've been having some issues with my back, so there are some gardening items that I cannot go to the store and pick up, so I have them delivered to my home. So I have some things that'll be delivered today. I have a new gorilla cart that's going to be delivered because I bought a wheelbarrow and I'm going to use a gorilla cart. The wheelbarrow, it seems like the tire always needs to be inflated, or I'm weighing it down too much, or just something, and it's brand new. It's not like it's an old wheelbarrow. It's something that I just recently bought. But if you guys know me, you know that I'm weighing stuff down. Like whatever the max weight is, that's what I'm putting on it. But that's it for right now, guys. I'm going to continue getting all of these seeds out because, of course, tomorrow, guys, we will begin the Soil Family Expo. So I want to have everything ready, and this is one of the last things that I have to do to get ready. So as always, get up, get out, and grow something, and have a little hibiscus tea to start your day. See you the next time.